Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cameron House Marina. My name's Ruben Mercer, I'm the sales manager here at Marine Sales Scotland. This is the Bayliner VR4, so it is the very first of our 2021 models, and there are major significant upgrades on this VR4 compared to last year's 2020 model. If the VR4 wasn't something that was already at the forefront of cutting edge technology, it certainly is now. The way they've manipulated the space inside to maximise the seating capacity. This one also has a glass dash, soft tread teak all the way throughout, monster tower. The angular lines on the VR4 are what makes it so popular. I would probably say that out of any bow rider in the world currently right now, this is the most popular and hot one as things currently stand. Black gel coat, red raspberry waterline stripe. Swim platform is covered in soft tread teak. It's a soft synthetic polymer. Looks like teak, grippy underfoot when wet. What we'll do is we'll jump up and we'll take a little look inside at the cockpit. Extended swim platform, as I mentioned when we were down at ground level, covered in soft tread teak. Now, the major difference between the previous VR4s and the current one is this used to be bucket seating. A lot of people did find that it was obsolete and that you couldn't really get an adult on either side. So Bayliner have put a bench seat here, and they've turned this into a huge sunbathing area. We'll clamber over. So you've got seating for, believe it or not, 5 people on that back bench there. You can see they've really done well with the attention to detail. You've got the quilted leather, double stitched now as all marine vinyl, so you can get it wet, you can get it sandy, salty, dirty. Simply wash it off with a garden hose. It'll last you for years and years to come. Now, we do have a monster tower, so that can accommodate up to 4 water skiers or wake surfers at any one time. And then this big black sock, well, that holds up the bimini. Great functional layout, space for 7 people here in the cockpit, and then if you want to get maybe 3 or 4 up on the bow, which I'll show you momentarily, that is not a problem whatsoever. Both the helm seat and the navigator have bolsters. The helm seat also swivels and rotates. So does the navigator. So you can see there is one of the speakers for the onboard Jensen stereo sound system. That does have Bluetooth connectivity. And off to port, we've got a lockable glove box. Starboard side is the helm. Very well appointed. This is the first VR4 I've seen with a Simrad glass dash. So, let's get that off. That has GPS, chart plotting capabilities. There's also a transducer fitted at the bottom of the boat, so you do get an accurate representation of the topography underneath you. All your engine dials are on that as well. Bluetooth stereo, as I mentioned earlier. And then these parts of the dash have been wrapped with carbon fibre effect. And then the dash is finished in non-glare grey. And you can see if you are sitting here at the helm, you get a great view out over the bow. Lovely. Storage wise, so starting aft then, we have storage under here. There's more under there as well. And then another one. Now I'll show you momentarily, there's also a big storage locker in there that is drained into the bilges, so there is no dedicated fridge. Well, you rarely get one on, well, any bow rider really below sort of 24 feet, but it is drained, so you can put ice if you want to keep your drinks cool in there. Inside here we have a storage locker. Now that is dedicated storage for the teak cockpit table. Where does that go, you may ask? Well, it just drops into there. I'll show you. Al fresco dining is now possible for all the guests involved. And you can imagine when that bimini top is up, it will provide the perfect cover, be it from the wind, the rain, or the sunshine. The table folds, also rotates, so you can sort of get maximum use out of the space. A lot of people, if you're doing water sports on this, you may want to just remove the table, remove the leg, maximum floor space, plenty of area to put your skis, wetsuits, anything that's dripping soaking wet. And if anything is dripping soaking wet, well, the deck is self-draining. Everything drains into the bilge, and then from the bilge there's the automatic bilge pump, and that will take it out over the side. Perfect. Now at the bow, so the soft tread teak is continued all the way up to the front. The VR series are so popular. If you look at the beam, and it's very, very typical in all of these VR boats, the VR4, VR5, VR6, you can see how wide the beam is all the way up until the very, very front of the bow. Literally just here, about 1.5 feet away from the end of the boat does it come in. So that gives you huge, huge space up here, great stability in the water as well. High gunnels, and if you have kids, pets, anything like that, you can set them up here and they'll be nice and safe. Again, diamond stitch upholstery, and in all of the cup holders you may be able to see there are wee LED lights. Now they are blue at night time. Just a little small detail, but it's all the small things that add up. So what we can do is we can drop in a filler cushion to here, we can drop in a wind block. Now the wind block also has a backrest on it, or upholstery, and that turns it into an enclosed area. Not only do you block the wind off, but you've also got an area where 3-4 people can sit up on the bow and enjoy the ride. So now we've got an enclosed bow area, and athletics is not my forte, but now I'm up here, you can see what that looks like from this side. When you do have the windshield across, the lucky few of your guests who are aboard will be completely out of the wind. They'll be living it up on this beautiful, beautiful Bayliner VR4. You can fasten that as well, just like so. So if you do go over any heavy waves, it is fastened shut. Storage wise, there's lots of it. And the same again in this cupboard, or underneath this seat. Like I said earlier, it's the finer details that really turn this boat into something spectacular. You also do have a bow anchor roller as well. I think what we'll do next is we will jump down into the engine bay and show you what that Mercruiser 4.5 litre looks like. She's powered by a 4.5 litre 200 horsepower Mercruiser inboard. Plenty of space down there, especially off to the port side here. Now your battery terminal would go in there. Also, there is recessed storage here. Now that area is drained as well, so you can, as I mentioned before, put ice in it, keep your drinks cool and chilled in there. Lovely. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. The very first of the new 2021 Bayliner VR4s that we have in. I'm Ruben from Marine Sales Scotland, where fun in the water begins.